I'm now the lovely Miss Lana with a practitioner power talk.
Hi, Lanny, you rock. Oh, hello. It's wonderful to know that I'm here for me. Isn't it wonderful for you to know that you're here for you? That you have your own back? Well, more and more I am learning that to be there for myself, or have my own back, I need to, as much as possible, be in awareness and conscious contact with my inner spirit for direction. Because I am beginning to understand that the truth of who I am, my inner spirit, knows what I need to know and when I need to know it. And I realize that my outer physical stuff, my outer physical self, relies on ego. And it relies on ego for direction. And my ego's guidance for me is almost always controlled by my ineffective, misguided, old belief system. You know, those beliefs that tell me that I'm not worthy, those old beliefs that tell me who the hell do I think I am, those old beliefs that tell me that I'm getting too damn big for my britches. So I need to stay conscious in my spirit, my true inner self, and get my guidance from my authentic belief system. Always, and let go of my old destructive beliefs. Because my old system is not working for me anymore. So I can learn my truth. Can I learn my truth? Can I speak it? And can I live in my spiritual truth? I believe I can. I believe that by staying conscious in my spiritual self and using all the spiritual tools that Ken was just sharing with us, I have learned in this teaching I can move further on my way to self-actualization. And what does self-actualization mean to me? It means fulfilling my expectations of myself. Actually, it means having expectations for myself. Instead of fearing that I do not have it in me. Or to put it bluntly, I don't have the guts to do it. And to do whatever I want to do. Self-actualization means being the best that I can be. It means freedom from my fears. And mostly, it means being my true authentic self. Ernest Holmes tells us in his book, Can We Talk to God, that the universe gives to us, through us. More and more, this is what I have been attempting to do. To live from my inside out. One way I try to do that is by something I call spirit writing. It's a simple exercise of going within to my spirit, picking up my pen, and letting the words flow into my journal. It's amazing what comes when you let go of the judgment and criticism of what word comes out. Just write it down and then it starts to flow. It's amazing. Another way I attempt to live in spirit is by spirit talking. And I'm still very much a beginner at this one. To do this, I open up my heart and soul. Ken. And then I trustingly open my mouth for the flow of words to come through me. It often happens when I'm doing meditation, actually. And sometimes it's starting to happen more regularly when I do treatment. I get my brain and ego out of the way and let the truth flow through me. This teaching is changing my life, one baby step at a time. I wrote this particular speech with the hopes of inspiring you to take some more baby steps too. Use your tools. Believe me, it is truly, truly invigorating, and it is worth it. So, do I need this mirror? This one? Well, not really. Although it is handy to check out the state of my hairdo. What I really need is to stand in my spiritual truth, to be my authentic self. And my outside world will be my mirror and will reflect the perfection in my universe. Spirit rocks in all of us. Namaste.
Thank you, Larry. And now we have powerful practitioner patrician. Please welcome Patrick.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. There was a group of alumni, highly established in their careers, that got together to visit with their old professor. Pretty soon, their conversation turned to all about the stress in their lives. Offering his guests coffee, the professor went to the kitchen and returned with a large pot of coffee. Fair trade, organic, dark roasted coffee. And it laid out in front of the coffee urn was an assortment of cups. There were porcelain ones, plastic ones, glass ones, crystal, some plain looking ones, some tall ones, some short ones, even a couple of red ones. And he said, go ahead, help yourself to coffee. So once they all had their coffee in their hand, I guess I could have brought a coffee mug because everybody else had props for that. Anyway, so once they all had their coffee in their hand, the professor said to them, if you noticed, right, all of the very nice, expensive looking cups have been taken, leaving behind all of the plain ones and all of the cheap ones, all of the paper ones. And while it is normal for you to want only the best for yourselves, that is the source and the problem of all of your stress. Be assured that the cup itself added no quality to the coffee. You all had exactly the same coffee. But you took a lot of time trying to choose what cup it was you wanted, even checking to see what your friends had, what kind of cups they were choosing. So I would like you to consider this, that life is the coffee. It is the jobs and the money the jobs and the money and all your positions in society is the cup, right? But life itself is the coffee. The cup is just the tool. The cup is just what you use to hold your life, right? So the type of coffee mug that you choose doesn't define or change the quality of your life. So this is my twist on this particular story. And I really enjoyed it because it was another reminder to me about where I put my energy and often where most of us put our energy. And that what we do is we tend to put a lot of our energy, a lot of our time into the external, into the appearances, and not really focusing on the coffee, which to me represents the internal, the essence of life that flows through each and every one of us, that energy, that source, that God spirit. And the mug represents, the mug and our choice of a mug that we pick represents our life, or the physical aspects of our life, the existence or the visible stuff. Our idea, or the mug is our idea of what's important to us. Not that there's anything wrong with picking a really fine mug to drink your coffee in, because often I do that. I go out with friends of mine occasionally, and I always insist on having the red mug, because, of course, coffee tastes better in the red mug. Or perhaps it's just because I think that it tastes better in the red mug, and I want to make the whole experience all about me, because it is all about me. So some of us, when we go and get our coffee, we even take time to add a little bit of cream, add a little bit of sugar, because we think that we have a better idea of what life is all about, and we want to make our lives to suit us. So we think if we just add a little bit to the coffee, that that's going to change it. But really, we're all drinking the same coffee. And there's really nothing wrong with adding a little bit of cream and sugar to your coffee, or choosing the red mug, or the tall mug, or the porcelain mug, or the fine-made pottery mug. There's no right or wrong about any of that. There's no right or wrong way to enjoy your coffee. There's no right or wrong way to enjoy your life. But this story was just a reminder to me, and hopefully to each and every one of us, to wake up and smell the coffee.
Thank you to all our practitioners. They'll be presenting their talks next week at the ministerial weekend. And thank you for being there for them to rehearse and practice. Big hand for them all.